Okay, it's a Sunday afternoon in Siem Reap. I am starting to walk towards a temple I haven't been to yet. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, it's Preah Enkosei. I counted, it's the road leading to it's about 4 bridges to my north. That's bridge 1 I just passed. And it's a 10th century Hindu set of ruins. Now, this being Sunday in the riverside, there's a few food stalls already set up. There's one back there that had some interesting looking sandwiches. Even saw a smoothie one, which is a rarity among this grouping of food stalls. I just passed bridge number 2. I believe that there's trash pickup imminent as well, because there's quite a few bags of trash sitting against random trees. They don't seem to pick up the trash in most areas around where I live, but maybe once a month. Maybe a little more often than that, but yeah, not as often as I would expect. Certainly isn't weekly. Okay, but I love the riverside area. Pretty much the entire length of the Siem Reap River as it goes through town. I haven't been that far south yet, but going north it pretty much stays like this, very park-like. That's the 3rd bridge, and there's a Wat on the other side, pagoda, whatever you want to call it. I think I've been in that one. I think it's one of the ones I've labeled as unknown name. There's a few of those that don't show up on my Google Maps. I need to investigate a bit further. Okay, now supposedly there's like a Japanese kame school up here, just before the 4th bridge, and then the road leading to Preah Enkosei, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. In fact, I believe that's the school that I saw on Google. Okay, that's not the road to the temple. Okay, because the bridge leads to the road. So the bridge should be coming up. Nice and shady. Cloudy. Little library. We might see a little more rain this afternoon if I'm lucky. I have my umbrella in the backpack, so it doesn't bother me. Cools things down, that's for darn sure. Yeah, Coconut House Enkosei. That's pretty close to the name of the place I'm looking for. It might actually be down that road, but I'll look for the bridge, because that's what Google Maps shows. We're coming up upon the 4th bridge, so I'm going to head inland on this road to the right and see what's down there. It still seems a bit further north of the school than what I initially thought, but I'll check it out later. It's a day of exploration, so I'm going to try not to look at the maps until I'm totally lost. There's a school just to the south of the little road, so that might be the one that I'm seeing on Google Maps. I just thought it was the Japanese kame school. Alright, nice mural on that, very old building. Oh, I remember this bridge. I walked over onto the other side of the riverside using that one time. Nice neighborhood. Most of these neighborhoods look fairly nice. Okay, and I believe I pass through this Wat and get somewhere else. Okay, I'm on a dirt path in here. I think I'm in the modern pagoda. Ah, okay, I recognize that. Okay, I know where I am. I'm in the right spot. Okay, part of the moat. Most of the old Khmer temples were surrounded by moats of some sort. This Remark's parked over here taking a nap. All right. Okay, I am at Preah Enkosei. I found the Apsara organization marker, and I'm going to go over there and take an entrance photo of that before I take a look at the ruins in much detail. But I do know this was built during the reign of King Rajendravarman II in the mid to late 10th century. Let me try to pronounce his name again. Rajendravarman II, maybe. Let's see, but it's brick pagoda. Features 2 towers remaining from the original complex. And it's in the grounds of an active pagoda. The active pagoda was established, what is it, 19th century. There's about 40 monks that live, work, and teach on the grounds. Okay, got the distinctive mustard yellow color to the main buildings, at least. Okay, so I've gone around. There's the remains of a few structures, and we've got the Apsara Foundation plaque here, the marker. Yeah, Preah Enkosei Temple, late 10th century, the east entrance. And a few modern stupas surrounding it. Let me take some pictures for a moment. There's a more modern, looks like, lingam as erected there, and I saw one over there as well. Nice gnarly old fragapini trees, I believe those are. Okay, well, let's see. Little background on this temple. It was erected by an Indian Brahmin who was a scholar and high-ranking official at the Khmer court. He was a servant of the king whose name I mentioned before, which I'm not going to try to butcher again. But he was considered one of the greatest sages of his time. Okay, he's in a couple of inscriptions that are around here somewhere. Okay, during Angkorian times, the temple was located in what was then called the city of Divakarabhata, the city of Brahmins. So this was originally a Hindu, a Brahmin temple. Okay, inscriptions here evoke the visit of King Divakarabhata V, who came to perform a ceremony dedicated to Vishnu. And can't really see it here, but they're sculpted lintels featuring the mythological scene of the churning of the Sea of Milk, which is very famous out here. You see that a lot on the Angkorian ruins as well. I'm going to try to find that in a minute as I come back around. Okay, let me just mention these 2 side-by-side structures suggest that there was a 3rd tower, as part of the original design anyway, but either it was never completed or maybe it was totally destroyed, but they have not found foundation stones at all, so it kind of suggests that it was never completed, never even started, really. And as you can tell, it's almost entirely made of brick. There's a handful of sandstone features such as pediments and door jambs, of course. You'll see that over here quite a bit. And the pediment on the larger sanctuary depicts Indra on his Mount Airavata. Let me see if I can find that. I assume it's on this little stand here. Is this the main pediment? I don't know. Oh no, the bigger one here. Let's see. There's a couple of steps. See if I can balance with this. Aha. Okay. All right. Yeah. Indra is missing now. Okay, but the pediment, remarkable condition considering it's been kind of open to the elements all these centuries. And apparently somewhere there's a frieze depicting the churning of the Sea of Milk. I thought it was in here, but maybe I'm on the wrong side. Let me just get down here. Okay, look at these. Okay. That's mainly laterite, that stone down there on the foundation. Okay. And, okay, modern temple over there. Alright, I'm just gonna walk up here, poke my head in. Seems to be a Buddha image. I'll take some still photos in a moment. Yeah, definitely sandstone on the door jamb there. Hello. Okay, you can see the very old inscriptions in the wall there along the door jamb. Okay. Alright. A bit of modern graffiti on this one, which kind of chaps my hide a bit. Oh well. Could you imagine if these old temples were in the US or something? The amount of graffiti that would be all over them. It has become quite overcast in the last couple of minutes, so I think it's going to rain fairly soon. Okay, so the question is, where do I want to go from here? I go back around. There seems to be a couple of smaller structures on the ground on the other side. I'm not going to climb over the platforms and stuff, and this looks like a part of the ancient wall or something. Moat again. I see it's gone around here. It's not as filled with trash as the last big ancient temple that I visited. Okay, final looks at Preah Enkosei. Are they nuns? I don't know. The wind's picking up, so I think I'm going to head back from whence I came. Like the prehistoric, very weathered lions guarding this bit here. I just checked the little box, the mini library on the riverside. There were 3 books in there. There was a very battered ABC book, and there were a couple in Khmer. One looked like Chance or something. And maybe I need to make an appeal for donations of books and start filling those little libraries, because I've seen, I don't know, about 4 or 5 now, all along the riverside. I think it's a great idea. Promote reading. So we'll see what I can do towards that. But I enjoyed my trip to a 10th century ruins. Nice and quiet, peaceful, shady. Well, I can smell the rain coming. I think maybe I will head over to one of the Angkor markets and duck inside, because I don't want to go home yet. It's only about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I believe. Nothing to, well, I got a couple of blog articles I can work on and stuff like that, but you know, I can do that in the evening just as well as during the daytime. God, I hope it rains. That'd be really nice. Another little library. It's packed. Let's see what they've got. Anything interesting? Kami, kid books, practical Indonesian. All right. In one of these videos, I'm going to put a address, and you can send donations, and I'll make sure some of the books get into one of these little libraries. Yeah, it looked like somebody was clearing off whatever junk they had at home. What's this little thing? Lift the Flap book. Oh, flowers. Okay. There's a few on the bottom I can't really see very well. Nothing of interest there. So many areas of this city are just so scenic. Okay. Even some of the back streets in the main part of the city, away from the hustle and bustle. But I particularly love the riverside. And here's another temple. I'm templed out already, so I'm not going to go inside there. Continuing south, he's got a load of monks in the back of his remark. Okay, let's cross the road again. Some of these intersections, you know, as soon as I want to cross, you got people coming from every single direction. But there we go. Success again. Okay, they've got these long sandwiches in these, in some of these stalls. So I don't know what the meat is. Pate or something. I'm going to try one of those sometime. Okay, oh, that looks like burgers. Chicken burger and some other things over there. Street side, probably not bad. I hesitate to order those kinds of burgers on, say, Grab. Mostly because they put way too much damn sauce on them. That's an Asian thing, I think. First encountered that in Thailand. Alright, but if you order it directly from the stall, I'm sure you can say, hey, no sauce. Okay. I'll have tomatoes on there, maybe onion, some lettuce, something, and then half a ball of ketchup and mayonnaise usually. Now that I've found Heinz in Angkor Market, maybe I'll buy a small bottle and just use that. I'll start ordering stuff no sauce, and I can add my own. I sprinkled a little bit while I was on the other side of the river. Oh, and then I came over here and ducked into Angkor Market. What do you call it? Acorn. And I got some bread because I'm out at home. I've got like one slice, I think, left. And you know, I've been buying 600 milliliter bottles of V cola, Cambodian cola. It tastes really good. At the 600 milliliter bottles are 50 real. I'm sorry. And I noticed that they had Pepsi, well, 680 milliliters, 50 baht. So I got 2 of each, you know, because I like them both. Pepsi number 1, I'll drink that faster if I'm not careful. Yeah, so I spent less than $4 a day. That sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, I also paid for my laundry, which was 12,000 real. So what is that? About $3. Alright. So, but it won't be ready till tomorrow, 8 a.m. So I'll get up early, go pick up my laundry tomorrow morning. And that'll get me outside while it's still cool. And maybe I'll walk somewhere. Alright. But I don't know. Now I'm just headed home. It's about a little after 3 p.m. which is fine. I've got stuff to do. I've walked about 6,500 steps so far today, which is just fine for me. Yeah, it beats the 22 I walked yesterday. So just Sunday. Work tomorrow in the evening. So I've got all day to do stuff.